on, am I sorted, or are we?
Oh, you're sorted. We're all sorted.
Okay.
We're all good.
We're all sorted.
Right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Big Talk, where two caffeinated and independent. Well, I mean, I guess we are independent, but we're opinionated as well. And we talk about things that we don't really know much about. I am your host, apparently, Lee, and I'm here with my co-host, or co-bro, as I like to say, Matt.
Hello.
So we've gone down a dark path already, haven't we, Matt?
We have.
Yep. I'm going to warn you, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a light topic. We're going to
tread
be
lightly,
but we're gonna make it. We're going to bring some joy into it at some point. If I can. Well, I've got one way that we're going to do it anyway. So I was downstairs yesterday, Matt, and I'm eating my dinner. So for people who don't know, I'm in New Zealand at the moment, in Wellington, and I kind of live in this like Victorian boarding house, which is also like a tower block. So picture that, like when you look at like a Dickensian novel, and there's like this boarding house, and you've got all these people coming and going, and they all eat together and things like that. It's like that, but in the 20th century and in a tower block. So I'm there eating dinner with loads of people, sort of around eating. So it's a big common area. TV's on.
All eating your porridge.
Yeah, all eating our gruel.
Ladled out by the mistress.
Yeah, and the TV's on, and of course, because not everyone's like me and has sworn off of it, the news is on. So CNN's on, right? And I'd sworn off of the news about 2 years ago. I think I said it a couple of weeks ago, and the news is on. Now I'm not paying any attention to it. I'm eating my nacho cheese tacos. Okay, delicious. And here's the headlines: 130 dead in India from terrible like heat wave weather. Knife crime in London is unbearable. People are dying. People are sending their one woman sent her kid back to Somalia because she thought it would be safer for him.
And my God!
At first, that was my reaction to start with, and what I thought it was that now it's a rock and a hard place for this guy probably, because Somalian descent, you've probably got a higher chance of getting stabbed in London if you're in a certain place and of a certain socio-economic group. You've got a higher chance of getting stabbed. He goes back,
and if he's being sent back as well, he's probably first gen or second generation,
and probably perhaps a less chance of getting stabbed out in Somalia. Maybe though, higher chance of getting into piracy.
Maybe maybe.
So it's a rock and a hard place. What do you choose? But that was the second one. What else did we have? We had there's this new game show, Matt, where 6 individuals go on there with a hatred towards poor people, and they fight it out to rule England. It was the Tory leader debate. Matt, that's the new game show.
Oh, I see.
So
what you did there.
And I'm looking at it. I'm like, for fuck's sake, what else happened? Trump sent 1,000 troops over to Iran, didn't he? Because that's heating up now, isn't it? They've
because he doesn't want a conflict.
Yeah, because he doesn't want a conflict. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing says peace like sending more troops to a region.
Nothing says peace like war, does it, Matt?
No, absolutely.
And so last week we gave you a little taster of what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the end of the world, and that just summed it up for me. We might have war with Iran. We might have global warming with all of these people dying in India. We might have complete economic collapse in the UK after Brexit. We might turn into a golden age. We don't know, because there's zero precedence for this. So let's probably just stop arguing about Brexit, eh? And we said we weren't going to talk about it, so I'm not getting into that nonsense back home. Or we could, what was the last one? Knife crime, just complete social collapse. There's loads coming from the news where the world could just fucking end for us. So we were talking last week. You brought up the meteor that might hit us.
I did.
If you weren't listening last week, ladies and gentlemen, there's probably about a 1 in 9,000 chance.
1 in 7,000.
7,000 chance of asteroid hitting Earth. Going to bring this up for you.
Which in cosmic terms, in an infinite expanse of space, is like those are troubling odds.
Yeah, I guess so. I would say. So I was thinking about this the other day, right? Thinking it because I do a lot of thinking, Matt. Don't we all?
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
And I was wondering how, like, because I get a bit worried about death and sort of what's coming after that.
Mm-hmm.
And, but I was thinking, like, I'm not dead yet, and that's good, you know.
Thank God.
And I might, I'll come to the end of my life and sort of be like, wow, I've had a bloody good life, or I've had a shit life, or something like that. Hopefully, it's the former. And but then I was thinking, like, if something happened to me, and I was like, oh, well, I'm fucking dying now. Like, how many times I could have been just really fucking close to death anyway. We never know. We never know what our odds are, do we? Really?
No.
I've had a 1 in 4,000 chance, you know? 1 in 200
absolutely.
chance. It could have been like a crazy person behind us, ready to get us or something like that. So yeah.
Well, I mean, we were on that street in Harajuku where that guy at New Year's Eve
just ran down it.
The cult guy ran
down
a bunch of people with a van.
Yeah, and we were down there.
I mean, wrong. Yeah. It's a matter of wrong place, wrong time. In some cases.
Exactly. But yeah, so we were looking at this. This asteroid has a 1 in 7,000 chance of hitting Earth this fall. Coming this fall. The utter annihilation of Earth.
Yeah.
Starring all of you. Oh, and we've got some good related things here, Matt. We've got Doomsday, Neither Ways Earth Could End. Black
Lovely.
Don't know what that is. And top 10 ways to destroy Earth. I'm not going to open that, give you guys some ideas. I'm not that stupid.
Top 10 ways to destroy Earth.
It's not exactly like top 10 ways to do your hair.
It's like a Watch Mojo list.
Yeah.
These are the top 10 ways Earth could be destroyed.
At number 10.
Number 10, nuclear annihilation.
Yeah. Which actually, I believe that was going to be our test case, wasn't it?
Was it?
I think we
decided, nuclear war.
I think we decided on sort of like a fallout type situation after the show. I think that's where we were going with this.
Okay.
So, should we set down some ground rules? So, basically, the question is this week. It's not going to be what would happen if the world ends. It's kind of in the question, isn't it? How would humanity fare? Oh, there was a 2 question. So, how would humanity fare if the world ended as we know it? And how would we fare if the world ended as we knew it?
Yeah. Okay.
So let's set down some ground rules. How's the world going to end, Matt? Should we go with nuclear annihilation?
It's as good a way as any, I suppose.
Sort of like mass EMP, all communications, total communications blackout, no more internet, no more social media, no more 24-hour news cycle. How many people we got left, Matt?
Okay, so this is like a mass nuclear war, I'm guessing.
Should we say, right, going from the news yesterday, Trump goes over with his 1,000 troops and Iran's like, fuck this, we've actually got nuclear weapons, lol, let's start a war. And Trump's like, fucking bring it, dog. My nuclear missiles are bigger than your nuclear missiles. And then it all goes to shit, but sort of nuclear deterrents don't work. Major cities destroyed. Let's assume you're not in Tokyo and I'm not in Wellington, because otherwise we fucked. Okay, we fucked.
Well, I mean, I think so let's hash that out for a moment. So, sure. If you're in Wellington, I think you're fine.
Actually, as soon as I said it, I thought I would be, because sometimes it's left off the map. And in fact, there's a rumor. There's a rumor around New Zealand, Matt. Do you want to know what it is?
What?
A lot of Silicon Valley types are building secret bunkers just outside of Queenstown on the South Island of New Zealand.
Wouldn't surprise me.
They're building them down there.
Wouldn't surprise me.
So I might be.
My conspiratorial mind says that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
And they're probably contributing to. They've probably contributed to this new hypothetical nuclear war.
Okay. Yeah. Probably.
So okay. So yeah, in New Zealand, I think you'd be fine, bar fallout blowing your way. Because who's going to fuck with New Zealand?
Yeah.
Aside from like crazy memers who want to see everything burn.
Yeah.
Let's have a think. So, America. Well, if it happens between America and Iran, I think Russia have a vested interest in Iran, right?
Okay. I believe so. I believe they're on Iran's side in the sort of proxy war, aren't they?
Right. So Russia then get involved and start nuking shit. China, who knows what China would do? China would probably seize upon the opportunity and attack. They might attack Japan.
They're close, aren't they? They're pretty close. They could sneak one in, couldn't they?
Well, they don't. That's the thing. There's so much bad blood between them.
Yeah.
You never know. You never know if it might flare up. If everything's going to shit, it might flare up. Britain, we're so closely tied to America. There's a good chance that we'd get involved.
Yeah.
And Britain would probably get hit, I would imagine. Europe as a whole is going to get screwed by the fallout. I don't think that Europe mainland Europe would get nuked that badly. Africa wouldn't get nuked probably at all.
No, they've got no real sort of skin in the game, do they? In that particular situation, do they?
No. And they're probably far enough away. Well, then you think like the Middle East. So let's say Iran and Russia have gone up in flames, in nuclear flames. The fallout is going to affect the Middle East. And probably mainland Europe and probably North Africa.
So Joburg's going to be fine.
Joburg's going to be fine.
Joburg is A-OK in this situation.
Australia's close enough to probably catch some of the fallout. New Zealand is far enough away that it might not. South America, at least sort of Mexico, Venezuela. Well, Mexico's North America, but like the top bit, Brazil would probably get caught in it.
Yeah.
Like the southern parts of South America would probably be okay.
Yeah.
Although there'd be an influx of refugees and things like that.
Yeah.
I think even if there was a nuclear war, I don't think it would kill everybody.
Oh, definitely not. No, because you'd literally have to be in a world war situation where like just shy of 200 nations are involved.
Yeah.
Everyone would have to pick a side, wouldn't they?
Yeah. And
I don't situation to be like a real decimation. Yeah.
I don't think that situation would. That situation is less likely to occur than that asteroid hitting us.
Yeah.
I think. So, but hypothetically, let's say it is. We'd be in big. I was going to say we'd be in big trouble. But that goes without saying, doesn't it? Really, because nukes have gone off.
Yeah.
Because how would people survive that exactly? I mean, there's the initial bang,
and
then you've got to. But after that, you've got to worry about food. You've got to worry about the ground getting irradiated, the water supply getting irradiated,
nuclear winter,
the fallout in general.
Yeah.
There's going to be a good 100. So those who don't die in the initial, probably half to 2/3 would die in the subsequent years through various horrible things.
Yeah.
But not low enough for it to pass the viable population numbers.
Yeah.
So I think after a while, humanity would just rebuild again.
So I'm on a website at the moment, which is a foremost authority on what would happen in a nuclear holocaust. It's called shortlist. Just kidding. I'm not sure what they actually do, but then they're definitely not foremost authority. Right. So how would society hold up? 1 to 2 days following the attack, fires still raging in areas surrounding major targets. Survivors trying to find any food, water, medicines, resources, vital resources. So there's likely to be violence. Hospitals are overwhelmed by the walking wounded. Key medical supplies begin to run out. 3 to 4 days, bodies of the dead start to badly decay. Lack of burial space means growing risk of spreading disease. So you need to get out of those cities.
Yeah.
You need to be getting out of those cities.
Oh, no, if you're in a,
that's
if you're
101,
in a city,
isn't it?
If you're in a city, you're done.
Well, I mean, even like not necessarily a big city, not like if you think of something that's wouldn't be like a major military target or something like that.
Yeah.
Because there's still going to be rioting, there's still going to be violence, and there's rioting. You normally see a bit of fire in a riot, don't you? Bit of fire. So there's people, yeah. So even if you've survived the, you were in one of the lucky cities, then riots around government storage sites and military areas as survivors become more desperate for vital supplies. Those without access to stocks of water die. 3 to 4 days.
Yeah.
Up to 2 weeks following the attack, outbreaks of communicable disease such as cholera and typhoid become widespread. Riots and looting and likely full-scale anarchy, depending on the government military intervention.
Oh, there would be martial law immediately.
You'd have to, wouldn't you? Sure.
You'd have to declare martial law immediately.
Yeah, because it's all going to go bottom up, isn't it?
Yeah.
So really, in that circumstance, though, the world's a big place, isn't it? And everyone would have to have skin in the game for us to be completely wiped out, like at least instantly.
Yeah.
So your sort of number out the sky, Matt. What was it? 2/3 die
in the
initial.
Well, two-thirds of the survivors.
Yeah.
After the initial.
Right. Okay. Oh, so we've got 2/3 of humanity left. You're saying?
No, I'm saying that the people who didn't die.
Yeah.
When the bombs went off,
they will die.
Two-thirds of them.
Right.
Two-thirds of the survivors die.
Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. So what happens after that? How do we fare? So let's assume that we're back in the we're somewhere. We've gone out on a lad's jolly somewhere. We're doing okay. We're doing big talk on the road. We're living out of a van, we're doing a mobile podcast.
As a side note, I would fucking love to live in a van. I've been thinking about that.
I lived in a van just for 10 days from Las Vegas to California, and it was fucking amazing. It was so good.
The thing that would stop me is not being able to drive, obviously.
Very true. Drive or find someone who can, Matt, and then do it, because it's brilliant. I enjoyed it so much, and I mean, I was probably doing it through the best, one of the best parts of the world to be living in a van. I drove from Las Vegas, which at the start is an awful lot of fucking desert, but I lived sort of in Death Valley for a bit. That was really cool. Went through all the national parks, and then through to San Francisco.
Yeah,
it was pretty tight. So maybe one day, gang, you'll see a big talk on the road. Maybe. And if that happens, start buying in bulk on your canned goods. All right, might be a sign. So let's assume we're on the road, and we're doing big talk on the road, and it all kicks off. And so we've tasked ourselves, Matt, as creatives to like chronicle what happens.
Oh, chronicle the apocalypse.
Comes back. Yeah, exactly. We're talking writing. We're talking like, I wouldn't necessarily say filming, but sketching. Just trying to be clerks of the apocalypse.
Okay.
What
scholars do we see? Of the apocalypse?
Yeah. What do we see as scholars of the apocalypse? We see mass riots. That's definitely a thing. Mass riots,
Well,
complete societal breakdown to start with.
yeah. So we're in it. So we're in the van,
Yeah,
and we would have to have been away from the cities to escape that, right?
yeah.
So
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's where we are. We'll say we're back in England because it's probably good to play on home turf. Okay, we're back.
Okay.
We're back in the UK. But I take you up to Loch Ness because Loch Ness is beautiful. Okay.
it is
So
beautiful.
we're having a lads jolly there, and we've been doing like a podcast series on trying to find Nessie. We haven't found him yet, and it all goes off. And then we're like, right, well, thank fuck we're on home turf. We're in the UK, so we've got Scotland, we've got England, and we've got Wales that we can traverse. None of us can sail or drive a ship, so we're stuck there until we can work our way onto a boat to get to the mainland if we need to chronicle the entire world. So that's where we are. We've been up in Loch Ness, we've been up in Inverness for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where we are, and we're like, right, first thing, what would so we're kind of doing the two questions at once. So how would we fare, and how would humanity fare? So what would our first thing do? Sort of my gut reaction is to find family because we're quite tribal, so that would be my initial reaction, which is probably a silly reaction because I've got to drive for about 8 hours to get home.
Yeah. Okay. So the first thing I think, the first thing we'd need to do is stock up on water supplies.
Yeah.
So we'd be near Loch Ness.
Yeah.
So we would have water.
Yeah.
I don't know what the state of the Loch Ness water is, but we'd be able to filter it.
Yeah.
And filter it or distill it in some way, or at least boil it. Like.
Yeah.
So there's that. Stock up on food somehow.
Yeah. Again,
I don't know about vegetation and things like that around there, but
you're up in the Highlands at that. Well, you can go up to the Highlands. You're not quite in the Highlands by that point, I don't think. Or you might have passed them. I can't remember, but
let's assume then that we were planning to be up there a while, and we have ample supplies of sort of canned shit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, and fuel and spare fuel, because the last thing you want to do is get caught with no fuel in the middle of the Scottish Highlands.
Very true. Very true.
Well, the first thing is, would we immediately start going south? I mean, I feel like that's what we would.
It's my gut reaction to.
I think
that's a good idea.
No,
I would be doing that. I'd be doing that on an emotional level. I've got to go tons of.
I think
we'd have.
Yeah, I think we'd have our emotional reaction of like horror, and then we would have to. I think necessity would drive us. I think at a certain point we would go, okay, we have to be rational here and look at what we're going to do. And I think we would probably still go south, but we would have to plot a route far, far away from the major cities.
Right.
Now I don't know if
let's do it
at this point. Okay.
Let's do it. I'm bringing up maps, Matt.
Now that's antithetical to our idea of scholaring the apocalypse.
Well,
but it is very, very good in terms of surviving.
Yeah. I mean, all we need is a pen and paper to chronicle. I'm sure we're going to see some crazy shit on the way.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Right. So I'm going to start us from Inverness. Okay.
Okay. Let's. Do we have a visual?
I'm bringing it up.
Hey, there we go.
Right. So we are here, Matt.
Oh, we're way up. Okay.
Yeah.
Inverness.
Oh, yeah. You're proper up when you're in Inverness.
All right.
And I believe down here.
Inverness, proper up.
Here is Loch Ness. Yes. Okay. So this is Loch Ness.
Ooh. Okay.
So this is Loch Ness here.
I bet you, like the second the EMP hit and our shit stopped working is the second that Nessie would pop up
And we'd be like, "Oh, for God's sake,
you're there!" And we'd try and film it and be like, "Oh no!"
Right.
Okay, so there's a point. There's a point though. There's just been an EMP.
Yeah.
So our van ain't going to work, is it?
Unless it's an old van. If you've got like an old mechanical van, I'm pretty sure there's less electronics in it that can go wrong.
What, like a hippie van, like a VW?
Yeah. I'm not talking like high tech, because the one that I went around in was basically a VW van. It was great.
Nice. Now, bear in mind that we don't know anything about anything, so that van might not work. So if you're prepping for the apocalypse, do your research before you buy an old VW van.
Yeah.
But
I believe the more mechanical, like some of them are sort of pre-electric, and it's fully mechanical. So if you're in that situation, by all means research this, guys. If you're preppers, that wouldn't get hit by an EMP. You're probably not going to be able to use your radio. Oh no, there's a battery in it.
No, we won't.
No, that doesn't. That's not. Well, it's electrical, but it's not an electrical system, is it? It's just a storage of energy, isn't it?
Well, the emergency broadcast system, would that just be gone in the case of an EMP?
I wouldn't imagine so. I mean, it's an emergency broadcast system.
Would have to be. I imagine that would have been insulated.
Yeah, you would expect, wouldn't you?
But then, like, how was anyone going to hear it?
Very true.
Okay, well, let's assume. So, oh man, that's going to be eerie.
Yeah, very quiet.
What's going to be? You know, something horrible has happened.
Yeah,
and it's just the silence.
There's just going to be a visceral fear inside you, isn't there?
Yeah, nothing except the sound of the engine.
Yeah,
and probably the glow of fire on the horizon.
Yeah, and really,
terrifying.
in terms of big fire on the horizon, the nearest proper place. Well, Inverness is quite big, but it's Aberdeen.
You'd see it.
That's your nearest one.
No, but you would see. You definitely see a big enough fire. You would see it.
Yeah,
from miles away.
Inverness, right?
You'd see the glow.
Yeah. Now we're not going
unless there's a lot of hills in the way.
You've got the Cairngorms down here, but so 34 miles. So if we're going this way, if we're going through Dufftown. Yeah. So that's 103 miles.
Yeah. Okay,
so East Coast, probably better to go through. That's when it starts getting a bit wild on the East Coast.
Okay. All right.
So we're satellite imaging now. So the Cairngorms are mountains, I think. I mean, they look mountainous, don't they?
They do.
That's a mountain. So
yeah, Ben. Yeah. Where's Ben Nevis? Is it?
Ben Nevis is. Oh, fuck knows.
All right. Well, let's. I feel like going through the mountains would be a good idea.
So I remember going a lot of the way down here, and there's fuck all. There is fuck all this way. So I suggest, Matt. We go down towards Fort William.
Okay.
We follow the lockdown, and probably down to. Let's head towards Oban.
Okay.
Not Oban, the town in Stewart Island of New Zealand. That would be very silly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's head towards Oban in New Zealand.
So if our car dies, 35 hours walking. So how much can you walk a day? Let's assume we've got the car just for brevity.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can walk. I mean, you can walk. I mean, average walking speed of a human is about 5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So I reckon we could do that. I mean, it says 35 hours. It would take a week. If we walk in an hour. Oh no, hang on, 35 hours. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's if we walk in 5 hours a day.
Yeah.
So
which is doable,
we can do that.
That's doable.
It's easily doable, yeah.
I found our issue, Matt. If we're in
What's our
Inverness,
issue?
we get to Oban. This is all right. Going down this way,
Yeah.
we're all right down here, and then we cut east.
Yeah.
Go down here. We're going down here. We can go this way, or we can go this way through the national park. Again, there's nothing there. Then we hit Stirling, Glasgow, Edinburgh. Like we have.
Oh God, yeah, it's like
two biggest cities in our way. So this is our next issue. So say we get to through some
so
we get to I can't say that. Calendar. We get to Calendar.
okay.
This is Calendar. Pretty small town.
Okay.
As though it's pretty small.
Smallish.
So if I put my dot there.
Yeah.
That's my dot there. And we're gonna do just want to see how far it is. Like side to side, you know. Right. Add destination.
Okay.
Yeah. So 58 hours all in all. So to get to the start of that road.
Okay. So zoom out a bit for a second. Let's look at those cities there. Because this is like the neck here, kinda.
This is our
So we've got the two biggest you're looking at the two biggest cities in Scotland. Edinburgh and Glasgow, and you're looking at Stirling just north of them, Dunfermline, Livingston.
Yeah. Big cities.
Like that's like a hub of people,
and we're in disease and
So we've got to work out either the route that's going to take us far enough away from all of them, or we've got to work out the route that takes us close enough to one of them that. See, here's the issue, right? If we go, what we've got here, we've got the west coast of Scotland, right? West of Glasgow.
Yep.
Now, logically speaking, a lot of people are going to be going to the coast. A lot of survivors are going to be going to the coast.
Yeah.
Trying to go west a bit.
Oh, west. There we are.
That's east. There we go. West.
Yeah.
Right. Trying to get to, what's that island there?
That's the Isle of Arran.
The Isle of Arran.
Yeah.
People are going to be trying to get there. Because that is isolated. I mean,
you've got Islay as
there's
well.
not. Yeah. I mean, people are going to be trying to get to the islands, I think, because they're going to be like safe harbor. They're fairly isolated. They'll have their own ecosystem to a degree. It's just going to be getting there that's the issue. So, I mean, if we go that way, we've got to go through Ayr as well, and Greenock. So, I mean,
this looks the best way at the moment, doesn't it? We sort of drop down here and try and cut this off.
Yeah, I mean I feel like
you have to go.
But these are all bad. This is like there's no good option at this point, because we're either going to be going near cities, which are going to be full of disease, desperate people, and the dead, or we're going to be going by the coast, which is going to be full of desperate people who are trying to survive, probably preying on each other, because this is humans we're talking about. They're going to see us in a working van, and we're going to be probably in some trouble.
Yeah.
So, but that we'd be in trouble if we went through any of those cities.
Now, there's an A road here, which takes us on the outskirts, but we don't have to go through it.
There'd still be. I think that's too.
But there's less. Let's assume.
You know. Let's assume that that Scotland was involved in this war. Because this is it would have to be a global one, right?
Oh, really? That's where our nuclear deterrent is, isn't it?
Well, yeah, as well. I mean, our nuclear deterrent is in Scotland. It's a submarine, isn't it? So, provided Scotland were involved in this war, Glasgow and Edinburgh have been nuked off the face of the earth.
Yeah, they done.
And the populations are dead or desperate. I think our journey south would be. I think we would have to hole up in Scotland
for a long time.
and wait for, and we'd have to go to the Winchester and wait for all this to die down.
Mm.
I don't think we'd go south immediately.
Okay, so first thing, if you're in Scotland when it all kicks off and you're in Inverness, don't go south, because I mean then you've got
No.
all the fallout there. This is just a big wall of death.
Yes.
Go north.
Yeah.
Live in a body in the Highlands, guys. That's the situation.
Okay. So let's assume then that we're staying in the north, right?
Mm-hmm.
Scottish winters are fucking horrible.
Yep.
So we're going to have I insulated the van, or we're going to have to insulate the van somehow.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to keep. We're going to have to. I mean, water supplies. We might. You know what? What we might have to do is sack off going south completely and just stay near Loch Ness for a bit.
Yeah.
Because that's a source of water.
Yeah.
Where there's water, there will be life. There will be food.
Yeah, fish will become pescatarians.
Yeah. But then, I mean, what feeds Loch Ness?
It is the sea.
All right, so
Eventually. Oh no, of course it doesn't feed it, does it? So Inver mean, I think it means river, means like an access into, which
right.
and Ness being Loch Ness. So it could, I imagine, it might be the Cairngorms. Or something up here.
What we might have to do then, instead of going, because even if we stay near Loch Ness, we'll be close to a big city still. We'll be close enough to Inverness, and there will probably be people heading towards Loch Ness. So we might have to head north into the mountains.
So the weather's going to be shit enough as it is, but then we have to deal with nuclear winter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Scottish winter and nuclear winter.
Yeah, so
Scottish nuclear winter.
Winter plus.
Yeah. What's the temperature in Scotland in the winter?
I mean, currently it's 13 degrees in Inverness at the start of the day.
And it's June.
Yes. Inverness winter temp. Average annual temp. All right, so February is 2.2.
Okay.
A week cold.
That's average. That's still cold though.
That's cold, and then you're going to add. I'm not sure how much it drops. I'm not sure how much it drops in a nuclear winter.
It would drop below zero.
Yeah.
It would drop below zero without a nuclear winter. Probably. I mean, we're looking in the -20s. And that's
drops in temperature could be up to 20 degrees. I just saw.
Okay. So that's Game of Thrones, the long night temperature.
We're talking proper winter is coming.
Lords froze in their castles.
Yeah.
Giant spiders came from the north.
Jesus. Right. Okay.
Nuclear winter.
Yeah.
Winter is coming. Nuclear winter. Was that giant mutated animals?
Ooh.
Was this what George R.R. Martin was talking about the whole time?
An allegory for nuclear war.
The dragons are nukes, man.
Yeah.
OMG. We know this.
You heard it here first, guys. It was all about nuclear war.
You heard it somewhere else first, and we just came to the realization.
Yeah.
All right. So, Inverness. Winters in Inverness. So we're looking probably then at about minus 40.
Well, it said by 20 degrees.
Well, it would drop by 20 degrees, right?
Yeah.
Now we're looking then at probably about minus. So the average temperature would go from 2.2 to minus 17.8.
Yeah.
Okay. But it drops lower than that.
Yeah. I've never done a minus 20 winter, Matt. But there are obviously people that do.
Well, I mean, Hokkaido gets below minus 20 at night.
Right.
I think Hohot, when I got there, it was minus 10 probably. Probably, maybe even lower than that. That was a tundra or desert,
right,
with nothing in between.
Yeah, so not a good place to be when the cold sets in. A desert, never good.
No, not at all.
Another pro big talk tip: if nuclear war happens, get out of the desert.
Stay away from the desert. The fallout won't get the fallout won't get you, but the
cold and heat will.
The cold and heat will.
Yeah.
And the lack of things will.
The lack of nutrition and water.
Yeah.
So Scotland's a pretty pro-level place to survive, isn't it? In nuclear annihilation.
Well, I feel like Scotland. I feel like people like in the north of Scotland would probably be. I don't know if they'd be all right, but they'd be more all right than other places. Because there are like minerals in the rock that filter water.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that they probably wouldn't filter out radiation. I'm no scientist, but
no, I think radiation
there's a reason
gets
why
trapped in all that kind of shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason why spring water is so good for you, right?
Yeah.
Reason why it gets bottled up and sold at $2.50 a bottle.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're not going south then.
We're not going south. We're staying in the Highlands and we're chronicling the Highlands.
We're not going south.
No.
We'll be in that. Yeah. So we'll be found by. Okay. So let's say we're surviving. We'll probably survive for a while, rationing, filtering water, filtering snow, possibly. But there will come a point where we're running desperately low on food and we're going to need to go somewhere to try and get it.
Yeah.
Would we go to like a... I feel like here's the thing, man. We talked as well about like the village mentality. There's a lot of small, very, very small communities up in Scotland, up in these areas.
So we're going to be dealing with gangs basically by that point, aren't we?
Well, I don't know, man.
Gangs.
Well, I don't know, man. I think so. There'll be a subset of people who will have just holed up. I think people would hole up and turn inward, and trying to go to these places, it would be like the small village mentality of not liking outsiders taken to its zenith. Yeah. So we'd be in some bother if we would have to like sneak in and steal shit.
Okay.
We couldn't like. Although, I don't know though. Would that, if we got caught, we'd be
then we're dead
in some even more trouble. Yeah,
we're dead then. I think law of the world at that point is you slight someone, you dead.
Well, you steal. If you steal, you're condemning other people to starve. So you would absolutely be killed on sight.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd have to somehow appeal to. You'd have to appeal directly.
We're going to have to be charismatic motherfuckers, aren't we, Matt?
Well, yeah, we'd have to attempt.
Yeah. You see, this is when I said about, if we leveled up, if the world ended, we leveled up and we got
charisma
skill. I was going to pick charisma. Yeah. That's why, man.
Yes. Charisma and
and you,
charisma. survival.
Our stat updates are great. Yours is finding more shit in boxes, and mine's charisma. So we'll be fine. If this is a video game, we're fine.
as long as there's boxes, we'll be completely fine.
If it is The Sims, we're fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's say there'll be like abandoned places as well, though.
Mm-hmm.
I think this would be an issue further south.
Yeah.
Like further south, you'd have the issue of places getting abandoned and people running.
Yeah.
And there would be people. I think people would start heading north because they would know. They'd be aware of the same thing as us. I think people like in Glasgow and Edinburgh, people are going to like flee in all directions.
Mm-hmm. Panic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Widespread.
A lot of people.
Gets out. Yeah.
A lot of people are going to go to the coast to try and get to the islands.
Mm-hmm.
People, I don't think anyone's fleeing south. Well, I think some people probably would. I think some people would just go in a blind panic, go anywhere. But there would be a lot of people going north.
The good thing south is there's an awful lot of area here where there's not an awful lot. So I mean, when you go on like the train, like you hit like Carlisle, Lockerbie, and then I think you get to like about here, and you go off that way.
Yeah.
So there's probably more area there, sort of here with like stuff in it, you know.
There'd be more viable area in the south for things like farming. But I don't think people would be necessarily thinking about that yet. Because it's just about survival first of all, then rebuilding. Because this is the thing, looking at it. So here's the bitter thing, really, looking at it. We wouldn't be seeing England for
possibly forever.
Possibly forever, but definitely for several years.
Yeah. So let's say hypothetically, we've lived up in the Highlands. We've done that for 5 years. Okay.
Yeah.
We've been charismatic as fuck. We've become sort of these roving merry men who trade with the village gangs and everything, and we do all right, and we're like, right, it's time to get back south. We've had enough.
It's time to go south.
Yeah. So we've got past Glasgow and Edinburgh. I would imagine just because that shit dead now, or if not, and people have come back and refortified it, we just go very, very quickly.
I think at that point, going around via the coast would be a lot safer and a lot easier.
So now we get to, let's say we've got to Thornhill, Matt. We've got to Thornhill. Okay, here we are. We're at Thornhill.
There we are.
Just bring that back out.
It looks lovely. Very pretty.
Looks very nice, doesn't it? So we spend a holiday week in Thornhill. And then for the sake of brevity, we get to Gretna Green. We don't elope with each other, but now we're on the border. We're now on the border into England, so we're at England now.
Yeah.
Now straight in front of us, we've got the M6 in Carlisle. So smaller city, but a city nonetheless.
Yes.
Alternatively, because then you've got that. Oh, we've got a road here.
Well,
maybe
we can
to Corbridge.
Well, let's say we're at. Oh yeah, Corbridge will do. Corbridge is right in between Newcastle and Carlisle.
Yeah.
All right. So
here we are.
Okay. A little closer to. I think. I mean, at this point, we're going to be well equipped to go through wilderness. So we'll be probably heading through this lovely bit of green that doesn't have any cities in it.
Yeah, the Pennines.
Yes. Yeah.
The Pennines and the Yorkshire Dales.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
I think this is where we're going. I think this is where we're going to start running into roving gangs.
Yeah.
Or like at least settlements of people who have like just split off. And then down to Skipton.
So this is us going through.
You know, Skipton is apparently the best place to live in the UK.
Is it?
So I hear.
Interesting. Well, so we go there, see if it's any good, and we go, yeah, pretty good. Now we hit another issue.
Another.
I'm going to start drawing now, Matt.
Okay. Annotation. Liverpool. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh shit. There's Hull. Oh no. Oh god. It's death. Bradford as well. There's Bradford.
Yeah.
Blackpool, Bradford's. Yeah.
So
Wigan's there somewhere, but it's not big enough to show up at this distance.
Right. So that's what we've got. Now this way here looks like it might be the best bet. So I'll come away from the drawing.
That's our northwest passage.
Oh,
let's hang on. Let's scroll it back a bit.
Oh God. Undo. Mouse.
There we go.
Bloody hell. Right.
So maybe we get to. So it looks like there's a road or something leading straight through the middle of the Yorkshire National Park.
Yorkshire Dales.
Like the one that's going
this way.
horizontally.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we could do that, go to the North York Moors. And then we're sort of near Scarborough, but then we can cut south.
We can dip through.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I don't think we've got a car. Really, have we?
I mean,
it's a long time for us until we can get through, the.
Well, neither of us are mechanics.
No. So I think we have to sort of go through this bit here.
I feel like we would have to have the car.
But what if petrol's all gone now?
Well, then we're in trouble.
Yeah. So what is over here? Between York and Hull. Because this is all built up here, and then it's less built up here.
So, Beverly, Ghoul. I mean, we'd have to sort of cross the M62. Stick to the country lanes ish. Cross that river.
Mm-hmm. The Humber.
Near Ghoul. Cross the Humber. And then head down a bit. Oh boy.
So sort of cut through here.
Yeah, what we've got there is sort of a line of villages from Ghoul. So you've got. So if we go down, we've got Crowell
or Thorn.
Yeah, we've got Belton, Epworth, Haxley.
Yeah.
And that one at the bottom that I can't read. Misterton.
We've got Misterton there.
Yeah. You know this is serious because he's not drawn a penis yet.
It is. Well, I think this is a big thing with guys. We've all got our fucking like apocalypse plan. When you're talking to your mates when you're a kid and you're like, well, how would you do in a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah.
Let's
talk about our plan. Talk about our plan.
Well, what I'm going to do first, Matt, to put some laughter into the mix, I've brought up something.
Oh,
How long would you survive in a zombie apocalypse? In fact, I've brought up 2, so we can both do it. So I'm going to get rid of my drawing,
fantastic.
and we're going to go through it. Right, but this ideally needs to be out of the way. Right. What I'll do, I'll turn it off. I'll turn it off the screen share, and I'm going to ask you the questions, Matt. Okay.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay. How long will you survive in a zombie apocalypse? So we're both going to do this side by side. Okay. So
if they're slow moving, a while. If they're not very long.
Yeah. So question 1, Matt. There's 29 questions.
Okay.
The zombie apocalypse hits while you were still asleep in bed. You wake up and have 10 seconds to grab one thing before you make a mad dash to your car to escape. What do you grab? A photo album of your family, food and water, a first aid kit, or a giant butcher knife from the kitchen?
Food and water.
I've picked mine. Mine was first aid kit. So you're going for food and water. I'm going for first aid kit. Question 2. Everyone knows that the best way to defeat a zombie is putting a bullet in its head. Do you know how to use a gun? Nope, I hate guns. I've never touched one before. I know how to shoot. I'm no expert. Well, it's that one, isn't it? It's the last one is I've been using firearms since I was 2. But the third one is I know how to shoot. I'm no expert, but I can use a gun fairly well.
Yeah.
That's our one. So
yes.
Funny story. We were on a stag do 2 years ago. 1 year ago. 1 year ago?
Are we talking about Carl's?
We are. And,
a year ago.
So
over a year.
So me and Matt were tasked with putting together the stag do. Matt was the best man, and I sort of crowbarred my way into just.
And I enlisted Lee's help.
Yeah, I crowbarred my way into making this good. So we went to Budapest, and it's one of my favourite places in the world. So I've been there quite a few times. They've got a shooting range there, Solaritas Shooting Club. It looks like it's in the middle of like a 1970s Soviet village, doesn't it? Like it's sketchy as fuck there. But you go in.
Yeah.
The guys are brilliant. Like, so if you're ever in Budapest, look it up. It's a fantastic place to go. And we went there.
Don't go at the weekend.
No.
Don't go at the weekend. Go during the week.
Yeah, definitely, because then you can try out all of the guns. I tried out a sniper rifle. Matt tried out an old World War I gun. It was really fun. And
it was ace. Yeah.
So we went there on the weekend, and we could only sort of do the basic package there, and they were sort of in and out with us. And we went there with him, and there was a video. And I'm taking a video for Carl, and he's shooting the gun. And one of our other mates goes to me, "Is this gun working?" Because he's shooting and it's not hitting the bullseye. I'm like, "No, shooting. They're just hitting 6 inches below the target." And we did a bet, didn't we? It was like the worst. It was like the worst person bought the palanca or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the poor guy, he lost twice. But I don't think we made him pay anyway because he was the stag.
No, he's a stag. Yeah.
You're not supposed to pay if you're the stag. But anyway, me and Matt did quite well because we like to go there whenever we're there, and we did quite well. So I think that's a fair assumption there. Anyway, that was a bit of an aside. Shout out to Carl, love you, buddy.
Love you too, Carl. Love you, Carl.
Question 3: You're one of group of 4 survivors. Well, that's terribly written. You're one of a group of 4 survivors is what it's supposed to say. Getting ready to set up camp. Which of the following responsibilities would you be in charge of? Well, luckily, Matt, we're 2 people, so we can split this in 2. But this might actually shimmy our votes. So just go with what you think you'd be best at.
Okay.
I'm really good at cooking, so I want to be in charge of making meals. Number 2, I'm really alert, so I'd be most useful sitting high up in a tree, watching out for zombies approaching from the distance. I'm a natural born leader. I would be most useful as leader of the group. I told you I hate camping. I would be most useful sitting zipped up inside my tent and praying for everyone's souls. Well, that person's dead. If that's one of the 4, that's one of the 4. You're out of my group. You're out of my team.
I'll. I think I'd be the cook.
Okay. Well, thank God for that, because I'm terrible at cooking. I'll be the leader. I'll do the leading.
All right. Okay.
The only leadership skills I have are middle management, but I guess they'll have to. So, what's the closest answer to the most physically demanding thing you've done this year? Okay, I had to park really far away from the entrance to the mall one day. That trek to the entrance almost killed me. Question 2, my yoga class always tires me out. Number 3, my daily routine at the gym. A trainer helped me put it together, and it's exhausting, but it keeps me toned. Or I ran a marathon, did Ironman, or am a CrossFit junkie. I mean, it says this year. I haven't gone to the gym every day this year, but I have gone to the gym. Actually, I haven't gone to the gym this year. Probably done yoga this year. I've probably done yoga. That's what I've done.
I mean, I would say the first one, because I've done, but I haven't. But I've walked further than that.
Yeah.
Put me down for the second as well, because it seems like it's a scale.
It seems scalable, doesn't it?
It does.
How dependent are you on your GPS system? Lost without my GPS. I don't pay attention to it, but I never turn it off. I only use it after I've tried really hard to get where I'm going on my own and I'm desperately lost. I never ever use my GPS system on a matter of principle. Why should I, when I can read a map and use a compass just fine on my own? I mean, I can use a map and compass.
I mean, I can use a map and compass.
Yeah, let's just go for those.
Yeah.
These questions are trying to trick us, Matt.
Are they?
This is I'm sure it is, because it just seems like it's all on a scale. But also, this isn't like an official test, is it? This is just one that some person's put together. Right, so where do you live? Yeah. Unfortunately, Matt, we're fucked. In a crowded city, on a high floor in a packed apartment complex. That's me, so I'll tick that one. I live in the country. I live in the suburbs. Oh, you're lucky. You live in the suburbs, don't you?
I do.
You live in the suburbs outside of Tokyo.
I do.
So right, you're better on me at that one, Matt. Unfortunately, this is where my Dickensian living catches up with me, and I've got to fight my way out of here first.
Yeah. Well, if we're both in the UK, we both live in the suburbs.
Very true. So you wake up and there's a zombie outside your door, rattling the locked doorknob. What do? Grab your shotgun and get ready to blast its head off when it smashes the door open. Quickly grab your gun and quietly climb down outside of your window. Wait until it comes crashing into your room and attack it with a baseball bat once it comes through the door. Open it and rush it with your baseball bat. You will be intimidated by no one, least of all an undead. Well, I mean, first of all, I don't have a gun here, and I wouldn't have a gun back home either.
Right.
I mean, really, what I think I'd do, if I'm able to get, if there's another exit point, I'd leave there. Mm-hmm. I guess. For sake of what's closest, I'm going to quickly grab my gun and quietly climb out of my window, because I have a fire escape outside of my window and I can jet.
Yeah. So the issue here, the issue is we don't know what they key in on. So if they're keying in on noise, you can't shoot it in the face. I can't shoot it in the face anyway because I don't have a gun.
Yeah. I mean, 3 of these require you to take the zombie head on. Yeah. Only one of them doesn't. And that seems like the smart money, really.
Yeah, it does. It does, rather. Because you don't know. Also, you don't know how many are outside your door.
Very true.
It might be one, but it might be more than one. Yeah. Tough call. If you open your door, so the thing's right up against your door. Mm-hmm. What do I have here that I can use as a weapon? I've got a large knife, I guess. I've got like a cleaver. Mm-hmm. You can brain someone with a cleaver.
Yeah.
Or I've got pencils, Lee. I've got pencils.
And we know that pencils can actually do quite some damage, don't we?
Yeah. FYI for everyone out there, a 2B pencil can pierce a skull
Now
with
you know.
with very little resistance.
And if you wrap up a
Sharpened enough.
newspaper really tight, that can be used as an effective blunt weapon against the undead.
Yeah. Now, I've got plenty of newspapers, etc., plenty of crap that gets put in my letterbox. So I could probably make a newspaper club quite simply.
Yeah.
I think my best option is probably going to be nothing's getting through my door.
No.
My actual option would be stay very, very, very quiet.
Yeah.
And wait for it to fuck off. But that's not an option.
So the two nearest ones to that are, well, one of them requires you to quietly climb out of your window or wait until it comes crashing into your room and attack it with a baseball bat once it comes through the door. That one sounds like it's nearest to what you would do, but assumes that the zombie will be coming through the door.
Let's assume. Okay, so it says a zombie.
Yeah.
My area at the moment is fairly enclosed.
Mm-hmm.
What I would do is I would open the door and I'd brain it.
Okay, so open the door and rush it with your baseball bat. Well, rush it with your insert weapon here. Is that what we're going for? Okay.
Yeah, I'd open the door because my door opens outwards as well, so it's not getting in.
So opening outwards straight away, hit that door, knock it off, and then hopefully try and run away from it.
Well, I mean, if I knock it down, see, here's the thing: I'd knock it down. I'd have a view of the corridor. So, if the coast is clear, I can slip outside, stamp on his head, and go back in without anyone being any the wiser.
Yeah. Okay.
And that way, also, see if they're keying on noise, then that's the quietest I can be. If they're keying in on like group behavior, if one of them's bashing at your door, more will come and bash at your door sooner or later.
So you need to get rid of that noise. Yeah.
The best thing to do is probably deal with it as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Neutralize the threat. Yeah.
On the floor, stamp, back inside.
Yeah.
Okay,
next question. Okay, well, this is a silly question. We're at 8 of 29, and we've already run out of bullets and been backed into a corner.
Well, I don't know. Well, neither of us have guns.
How does this happen? A pack of zombies is slowly making its way towards you. What do? I huddle into the corner, whimpering, and prepare myself for the inevitable. Number 2, I get ready to hit the first one in the head with the butt of my empty gun. I may be done for, but I'm not going down without a fight. Is this a joke? I would never allow myself to get cornered without the proper ammunition, or start screaming bloody murder, and maybe someone will hear you or come to your rescue. I'm going to pick number 3.
Fucking 3.
Yeah. Why am I in that corner? That's nonsense.
Are you mad? Yeah, 3.
What's your favourite zombie movie? Shaun of the Dead, Zombieland, 28 Days Later, or while I love all zombie movies, nothing comes close to the Walking Dead television series. Everything we need to know about zombies lies within those episodes, and I watch it religiously.
The Walking Dead used to be good.
Yeah.
I would say my favourite zombie movie is Shaun of the Dead.
I'm gonna go for Zombieland.
Okay.
Like Zombieland, but also like Shaun of the Dead. Okay, right, now we're getting a bit esoteric on our questions. Not sure where they're going with this. What kind of games were your favourite as a child?
What the fuck does this have to do with anything?
Candyland, Tiddlywinks and Lincoln Logs, Go Fish and some other awesome card game, hide and seek, tag or frisbee golf. They're trying to see if we got any transferable skills. That's what it is. Soccer or baseball, capture the flag, cowboys and Indians, and other adventure types of outdoor games. We used to play a shit ton of outdoor games.
We did. We used to do run-outs, didn't we?
Yeah, like
and football.
Every week, football.
And hide and seek.
Yeah. Also, we also used to do it on a Wednesday, which is when we're doing our podcast now, Matt. How funny is that?
Indeed.
I realised that
Indeed.
the other day. That we are,
Wednesday is the day.
we are still doing gaming day about 15 years later.
just over the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How would you describe your eating habits? I like to eat a lot. I don't diet. I love food, but eat in moderate portions. I'm always trying out new fad diets and other ways to lose weight. I eat very healthy food and keep a strict diet. I guess the nearest one is 2. I don't eat a lot.
Yeah,
really.
I'd say 2. I'd say 2.
I'm not really, really healthy. Can you stand the sight of blood? No, as long as it's not mine, I'm okay with it. I don't mind seeing blood, but I can deal with it okay. I'm used to seeing blood and it doesn't bother me.
2.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Which of the following non-zombie TV series do you enjoy watching the most? Oh, for fuck's sake. Right. Jane the Virgin, Desperate Housewives, Grey's Anatomy, Orange is the New Black, House of Cards, Game of Thrones. Well, it's not going to be Game of Thrones for you, is it, Matt?
I mean, compared to the other ones,
But actually, out of the rest, yeah, there's not really much else there for you, is it? As a child, did you ever go to a sleepaway summer camp, Matt?
No.
I think I did once, but it won't for long.
I mean, we did Long Rig, but that's. I don't know. That doesn't really count.
We'll say
count?
We'll say yes for a week. Yeah.
Let's just say yes.
How would you describe yourself when it comes to the food you like to eat? Strict vegan, vegetarian. I eat plants and meats in normal proportions. I'm on a strict low carb diet. Plants and meat for me.
Yeah, plants and meat.
Do you adapt easily to changes in temperature? How quickly? How quick is this change?
That's the question.
Yeah. So we've got no. I'm a slave to the AC in the summer and the heater in the winter. I can deal as long as I have the right wardrobe. Or being seriously hot or cold doesn't faze me in the slightest. I'm a beast. Well, I'm definitely not a beast. I'd probably say for me, it's the right wardrobe for me. As long as I've got a big coat or some shorts in the summer, I'm all right, really.
That's a tough one. I'm going to say 2 as well. Right now, I'm a slave to the AC. But I've got to work in this kind of heat.
Yeah.
And be active in that, and it's just like a pain in the ass. But previously, I've been okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say 2 as well.
Okay. 17. We're almost there, Matt. Are you neat and organised, or do you live in complete chaos? Neat and organised. I live in complete chaos. Somewhere in between.
Well, I was cleaning when you called, because again I mistook the time of the thing, which suggests I live in chaos. Looking at my apartment right now, I'm living in absolute chaos, which is why I'm cleaning it.
Right. Okay.
Again, somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, I'll be with you on that. In general, how do you get around? I drive my car, Uber, bus, metro, subway. I walk. I ride a motorcycle or bike. I walk. Yeah.
I walk where unless I have to be in the middle of Tokyo, which sometimes I do. I walk.
This fucking site's got pop-up ads.
Oh, God.
Motherfucker. Can't believe.
Oh, there's a lot of swearing, Lee.
Have you ever gone backpacking before? Yes. That's. You've lived in other countries, Matt. It's the same thing. Probably even better.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I haven't been backpacking though. I mean, I've travelled light.
Yeah.
So I suppose.
Do you have any first aid skills?
Yes.
I've taken a first aid class or 2. That's for me. And then between those, you've got some, but I could always learn more. Below that or above that is I have a certificate in first aid. Which one would you like, Matt?
Class or 2.
Class or 2. 21. Have you ever been in the armed forces? No.
No, 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 no. Not opposed to the idea, but no.
How's your eyesight?
It's okay.
So I need glasses to read. You don't need glasses, do you?
No.
No. So I guess I'll put you at 20/20 vision then, Matt, because there's nothing in between that.
Okay.
I technically need glasses to read, but that's just because I get a bit of a headache sometimes. If I'm not going to be reading much, it's like my vision is sort of like 0.005 off of it. But
Okay.
they gave me glasses just so I stop getting the occasional headache every 6 months.
Okay.
But I guess I'll put glasses to read. I don't really think I'm going to be reading much of The Expanse in the zombie apocalypse, am I really? So,
I mean, what else are we going to be doing?
well,
What else are we going to have for? What else are we going to have for entertainment?
I think we should start telling stories around the campfire, Matt. I think we should make our own stories.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
I'm in.
That's what I think we should do. I mean, we're going to be chronicling the end of the world, Matt. We're going to be the end of the world scholars, so that's what we're going to be doing. Regaling everyone with the tales of the day.
With tales of horror.
Yeah, and fear. Are there any genetic or disorders that run in your family? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
No. Hope not.
I don't think so. I've not been told of any.
Do you enjoy solitude and spending time by yourself? No, if I go too long without being with someone. So yes, we'll go with yes for Matt. I enjoy being alone for long periods of time. For myself, I take it or leave it, really. I'll go for the middle one.
It's quite bad that I just went yes immediately.
Yes. Hate people. Do you have any experience using the following kinds of communication? Morse code or signal flares, CB radio, and then it goes straight to, I use WhatsApp, iMessage, or Messenger a lot. You've given me nothing in between that, you know. I guess I'm going to have to go for WhatsApp.
I use WhatsApp, iMessage, yeah, same. Yeah.
Motherfuckers, this is going to make us out to look much more worse than we are. What we'll have to do after this, Matt, is tell everyone our plan and show actually how much better we are than this quiz they say we are.
Oh, yeah.
Are you afraid of the dark, Matt? I'm not.
No.
No, that's silly. Have you been a club president, chairman of the board, or leader of any kind of group before? I have, yes.
I'm a teacher, so yes.
So, right. So, what should we say that is then? So, the questions you have, the answers you have, Matt, are no, yes, I was a class president of an extracurricular club at my school. Yes, captain of a sports team, president of a committee. I was a CEO of a company, or I've held what? So we go from captain of a sports team to CEO of a company, or I've held an important political office.
What is this quiz?
This is nonsense.
What is this quiz?
I'm putting us down as CEOs, Matt. Fuck your quiz.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah.
You and little Sally are unarmed and nearing a cliff, and the zombies are closing in fast. How do we get ourselves in these situations? It takes belief. You're going to have to jump a few feet to the other mountaintop. A few feet to the other mountaintop. But little Sally won't be able to make it to the other side. What do you do? Hold little Sally's hand and jump with her to the other side or to your deaths. Grab little Sally's hand and try and making a run for it past the zombies. Pick little Sally and shot put her to safety. That's what I was thinking of doing, throwing her. I'll throw her. I'm going to throw her. Throw her to her safety or to her death, and then make the jump to safety yourself, or abandon little Sally. Those are your questions, Matt. Those are your answers. Sorry.
This quiz is
done. It's done.
Fucking garbage. So how have we gotten to a cliff? How have we cornered ourselves again? Who is little Sally?
How have we got to a cliff which is a few feet away from a mountaintop? Where are we? Well, I'm on this bizarre world where there are cliffs and mountaintops directly next to each other.
Yeah. Why is there no option to push little Sally into the zombies and jump yourself.
I mean, there's abandoned little Sally. There's abandoned little Sally to the zombies. That's probably your nearest.
Oh God!
I was going to chuck her. That's what I went
Throw
for.
little Sally a few feet. Well,
Yeah.
how many feet?
It says a few. I don't know.
A few. That's very precise.
I
Thank
mean,
you, quiz.
I mean, we're nearing a cliff, and then we only have to jump a few feet to the other mountaintop. So this is a very hypothetical world we're in at the moment, Matt, where you can either be class president or president of the United States. There is no other leadership in between.
Or nothing.
No.
I would, in this crazy topsy-turvy world that's completely stupid, I would throw little Sally.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay, Matt. This is about me and you. I'll be writing down your answer for this one. Your best friend is showing signs of being infected from a zombie bite. How long do you wait for proof before you shoot? I wait until he or she starts to attack me. I need to be absolutely sure my friend is gone before I can shoot him or her. I wait until it's pretty obvious. It shouldn't be hard to tell, right? I don't wait for proof. I shoot in the moment I suspect that something's off. Well, I think I'd hope we'd have a grown-up conversation about this.
Yeah, I'd ask you first.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
That's the first thing I would do.
I'm not gonna pop you because I think you may be.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if there's an obvious way to tell.
Yeah.
Have you been bitten? Yes. I mean, first of all, I wouldn't keep that from you. And I don't think you would keep that from me either.
I think it would be very silly to.
I'd ask you about it first, and then we'd make a decision based on that.
So I'm going to put us down for the top one, where we don't wait for proof, but in fact the proof is us having an intelligent adult conversation about the situation that we're in.
Yeah, we don't wait for proof because we've got it. We've been bitten, and we've already said.
Yeah. Okay. So, are you ready for your expertly calculated time span of living in a zombie apocalypse, Matt?
Oh, break it to me gently.
Right. So here we are, Matt. You are likely to last a week, apparently.
Okay.
And I am also likely to last a week. We would like to show you notifications of the latest quizzes. No, thank you, Quizoni, because your site is trash.
No, thank you. Worst quiz ever.
Worst fucking stupid quiz. That was dumb. That was so dumb.
Utterly ridiculous.
That was garbage. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's tell you actually what we do. Right.
So this is if we're in the same area.
Yeah. Well, we're back home.
Yeah. We're back home. We've got our crew.
Yep.
So we had. Now we have not discussed this in a while.
No, we haven't.
But it was, I believe, go to Costco, wasn't it?
Or the Tesco distribution centre.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
I'm just bringing up a screen for us to use where we can plan. Right. Sharing.
Here we go.
I just brought up a white screen so we can write on it.
Fantastic. Okay.
Right. Okay. One.
So number one. You're doing it. Congregate.
Hang on. Text.
Yeah.
One.
Number one. Congregate.
Two. Well, I imagine we need to amass supplies, don't we?
Yes.
Loot. Own houses. Number three. A lot of us are in a very similar area. Oh yes, destroy amass at single house.
Mm-hmm.
Destroy stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we're living on the upper floor.
Fill baths and sinks
Mm-hmm.
with water. Very important, people. While the water's still on, get all of that lovely, lovely water.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably fill like bin bags full of water as well. I'm not sure what polythene would do to water after a while, though. That's the only thing.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. Right then. So then what?
So we've got food, we've got water, we've got a decent place to stay. We've got a second floor and like an attic, a loft. So there's enough room. Eventually, we're going to have to sort of rove around and get more supplies.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine it would just be working out from a singular location.
Yeah.
You know, next door if everyone's died. Next door.
Well, we had. I think we had the idea to knock through into the next house.
Knock through houses.
Now we'd have to be careful about that. We'd have to scout them. Let's go scout next door neighbor first. We have to scout first, right? Then knock through.
Scout houses.
Clear them, barricade them, then knock through.
Houses.
Mm-hmm.
Fortify.
Mm-hmm.
8.
Repeat step 4, destroy stairs, yeah.
Oh, we'll do that as fortify.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right.
Then I guess, really, you could repeat that for as many houses as there are that are safe.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Mm-hmm. So, so at this point, all through this, we're being very quiet.
Mm-hmm. Apart from when we knock through stairs.
Apart from when we knock through stairs, yeah. See, that's the thing. There's going to be a lot of noise, isn't there? I feel like, well, when we knock through walls, potentially, once the front door is secured in the adjacent house, we can probably just like rip up the stairs.
Yeah. So I mean,
and that wouldn't be as noisy.
There's 2 houses.
Mm-hmm.
Or there will soon be 2 houses.
Yep.
Blab. Window. Don't want to just do lines. I want to draw. What are you doing?
There we go. Sorted. All right.
Blab, blab, blab. Door.
Okay.
Door.
Mm-hmm.
Window.
Looks like a platypus.
Window. Yeah. Same here.
One box platypus.
2 box platypuses.
Platypi?
Yeah.
Let's say we made that word up. Let's say platypi.
Yeah. You heard it here first.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So how do you fortify? You know. So windows boarded. You want boards across your windows.
Yes. At least blocked somehow.
Yeah.
Prioritize the front.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the rear is at least enclosed in some way.
Very true, because you've got walls here. As a garden. This is a garden. This is a garden now. I'm doing a garden now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. With the typical English bush.
Yep.
In the garden.
It was actually a flower mat. Can't you see that, you idiot?
Cannot be objectively bad. Okay, no, yeah, there we go. Yes, flower. Typically, flowers have stems. That's all I'm saying.
There's your fucking stem.
many a stem from an English flower has burst through the back garden, through the walls.
It's a huge problem in Britain.
It's something we have to be very aware of during the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, the triffids.
The triffids.
So we've got these off. Obviously, we're going to have to do the doors as well, aren't we? These doors need to be blocked up.
They do.
Boarded also?
Yes.
Boarded. But then you've got like roads out here. There's probably a lot of foot traffic. As soon as you start knocking through those stairs, which are here.
Well, ripping them up, let's say. Ripping up the stairs.
Yeah.
And that will give us planks to board shit up with.
Ah, very true. Nice. Like it.
So that would attract attention, I would say. Well, boarding stuff up is going to, because you've got to nail it in place, haven't you?
Yeah. Why is everything so bloody noisy?
I don't know.
Nonsense.
But
then I think after that, the plan was to go to like a distribution centre for a supermarket or a wholesale goods place. I think if you're going to do that, you've got to do that quite quick, haven't you?
Yeah, you do, because people are going to go there.
You've got a stake claim, haven't you?
You do. It might be. Yeah, you do. I'm just thinking, would it be better to not do that and sort of hole up where we are? Because if you think about it, we're cut off from the lower floors. Mm-hmm. So we're cut off from anything that wants to get up.
Yeah.
The question would be how we would get down, I would imagine, with some kind of rope ladder, let's say.
Or normal ladders.
Yeah. Yeah, why would it have to be a rope ladder?
Because it's survival requires those types of ladders.
Survival requires rope.
Yeah.
It actually does. We would need rope.
I would imagine we would need rope.
Yeah. So we've got... I mean, let's say if we've knocked through two houses, let's say.
Yeah.
We've got quite a bit of space. Mm-hmm. We're quite defensible.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the question is going to be other people.
Yeah.
Because, we can remain fairly incognito from most other people.
Uh-huh.
And it would even be defensible from other people. Because if you think about it,
we're basically facing dead humans that like to eat humans, but they've come from humans. Yeah.
Well, if there's living humans, I'm thinking about like living humans.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Eventually, like our fortifications have been designed for things that have come from humans, so they're kind of still going to work. Obviously, they're going to be, fitter than a zombie would be. You'd expect.
I mean, they'd be fitter, but they would tire.
Yeah.
Like a zombie wouldn't tire.
Mm.
So I think we'd be okay for a while.
Mm.
And they'd be attracting attention from the dead.
Yeah.
So they could that's the other problem. They could bring a lot of dead our way, but we would be fairly safe from them.
Mm. I mean, really, no matter how many zombies you've got, it's going to be quite hard for them to get to a second floor where there's no way to get up there. Unless they can climb, and then we're fucked. So,
well, there'd be a point where they'd pile. Well, there'd be a point where they'd pile on top of each other, wouldn't they?
And then you've probably got about 10, 12 feet.
Yeah,
to get to a second floor. I mean, I'd expect there would be some sort of lookout going on.
Yeah. Well, we'd have to, depending on how they zero in on people, we'd have to distract them away.
Yeah.
So we could send people, depending on how many houses we've knocked through, we could send people a little ways away, make noise, get them to go that way,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'd have to do is remain very, very quiet where we are. Because I mean, after a certain point, they would just lose interest and go somewhere else.
You'd assume, yeah.
You would assume, unless they're going on smell,
and then we're screwed,
and then we're in trouble.
Yeah,
but the thing is, you'd just be waiting out a zombie apocalypse, really.
Yeah,
because they would decay, and eventually they'd get to a point where the muscles wouldn't work anymore, and they would just collapse. And that's a few years.
I mean, it was saying in that nuclear apocalypse one that the first dead would start decaying in 4 days. So that starts the decay process. I wonder how long. How long does it take for bodies to completely decay? And
let's not put that up on. Let's not screen share that.
Well, 8 to 12 years.
8 to 12 years.
Yeah.
What? That's to a skeleton, I would assume.
Oh, and that's So when buried 6 feet down without a coffin in ordinary soil, an unembalmed adult normally takes 8 to 12 years to decompose to a skeleton.
Right. What was that noise?
Oh, it was my necklace. Did it sound weird?
It sounded really weird, yeah. And it was very loud in my earphones.
Apologies, everyone.
That's all right.
So
okay.
So that's in soil.
Yeah.
So that's with things eating you.
Well, that's with that's in a coffin, though, isn't it? That's in a coffin.
That's without a coffin. So when buried 6 feet down without a coffin.
Oh, without a coffin.
In ordinary soil, an unembalmed adult normally takes 8 to 12 years to decompose to a skeleton.
Right.
But then obviously you don't need them to get to a skeleton. You just need the muscles basically to be like ruined, don't you?
Yeah, basically.
Right, I guess I'm going to have to research what decomposition is like. Damn it.
Jesus. I know rigor mortis sets in, what was it, 8 to... the first rigor mortis sets in like 4 hours after death, and it lasts...
I can tell you, Matt.
24?
Physiology, time frames. Need time frames. Give me time frames.
So morbid.
Right, so the peak of rigor mortis is approximately 13 hours after death.
Okay.
And we get to livor mortis, then putrefaction. So apparently there's 8 stages of death. That's interesting, isn't it?
Oh, lovely.
Jesus Christ. We told you it'd be dark, guys. We told you.
At what point do the muscles go away?
Well,
muscles atrophy, don't they?
Yeah, and there's huge factors apparently in the decomposition of bodies. So temperature, the availability of oxygen, prior embalming, cause of death, burial, depth of burial, soil type, access by scavengers, trauma, including wounds and crushing blows, humidity or wetness, rainfall, body size and weight, clothing, the surface on which the body rests, food, objects inside the specimen's digestive tract. The speed at which decomposition occurs varies greatly. So temperature, humidity, and the season of death will determine how fast it does it. That's like a big one.
Britain is humid.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would affect it.
So when there is free access of air, a body decomposes twice as fast than if immersed in water. So if we take those previous numbers, we're looking at 4 to 6 years.
Okay, that's a bit more manageable.
However, if that's 4 to 6 years of this thing walking about, you've then got the colder temperatures, which will decrease the rate of decomposition, and the warmer ones, which will increase it. So I don't know. It depends if we get longer winters or summers when this happens.
Yeah.
Here we are.
And well, yeah.
How do we get out
And they
of
would
this?
be
No, you go.
How do we get out of? Well, it would depend on, because they'd be eating, wouldn't they? They'd be eating folks. We don't even know the physiology of these things.
No, that's very true.
Huh. I think we'd be looking at about 10 years.
Because I mean, the thing is, if you say it's like a virus or like even a parasite or something like that, like how they would work surely is it would need to be alive or be able to move on to its next stage. Like if it's a parasite, then it just needs to do something to jump to its next stage of its growth. But if it's like a virus, then it needs to keep this thing alive in the best sense of the word. So effectively, it's the eating is going to keep it alive. If it's a virus. So I mean, the undead is probably a poor term for it, isn't it? We're talking about crazy people who are slowly rotting.
Like crazy people who are slowly breaking down.
I would imagine it's going to be like what's the
28 days later.
So it's like nuts people and.
Well, if that's the case, then the time frame would be way smaller, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
because once they're dead, they're not going to do anything.
Yeah. Oh, how do we get out of this morbid black hole, Matt?
Well, I mean, the way we did it before was we ended up going to space.
We
and
did,
it, and it got all it went mental.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know how we got to space. We concocted a way to get to space.
Yeah. Is that what we did? Like in our actual plan?
Well, I mean, it was.
Oh yeah, I think we just went.
It was nanobots doing it.
I think eventually we just got really, really into science and built ourselves our own spaceship, didn't we? It just fucked off.
Well, it was something to do with nanobots, and it sort of stimulated the brain or something like that.
Right.
And we were like, what do we do? And I went, I'm building the Enterprise and leaving.
Nice.
And then we were in space.
Well, so that is an interesting thing, though. Right. So here's a question which might get us out of it.
Okay.
So, end of the world. Not necessarily, right, no zombies this time. We're just dealing with humans, which could potentially be even worse, Matt. But that's another ethical, moral, philosophical question for another time. What's worse, a monster or a human? But anyway, so let's say we're down to 10% of the global population. So we've still got a few 100 million people, but 10% of everywhere. It's a Thanos snap, but we're down to 10%. You got a 1 in 10 chance of surviving this time. He got pissed off that the Avengers did him in last time, and he's going, right, fuck it, 1 in 10. Luckily, we survived. So what is going to be your plan in sort of like a situation like that? Because this is what I wanted to bring up as well about sort of like the end of the world. Did you know? Well, there's theories anyway that the Sphinx is much older than we think it is.
I've heard this, yes.
Yeah, I've lost the page, but apparently they think it could be like up to like 4,000 years before that, and like it's been built and then civilization's been destroyed and then it's been built up again. So let's say we're in a situation.
Are you talking about Göbekli Tepe?
I'm not sure. How do I even spell that?
Oh, I have no idea. It's like it was like an ancient city discovered in. Oh, was it discovered in Africa somewhere? I'm not sure. Or Turkey. Ancient city discovered, and then just put go in, and it should autofill to Göbekli Tepe.
The first thing that I've got is 2 YouTube videos: Amazing Lost Underwater City and Most Mysterious Cities Found Underwater.
Well, these guys have been on Rogan. The guys who discovered it have been on Rogan.
Have they?
Yeah, that's where I heard about it.
Göbekli Tepe.
Göbekli Tepe. I think it is.
So it's right. I'll show you. But anyway, so what I'm saying is just like cyclical civilizations just being destroyed.
There it is.
That's where it used to be, and could have been up to 4,000 years ago.
In Turkey.
Yeah. 10th millennium BCE, so 12,000 years ago. That's nuts.
Yeah.
But anyway, civilization is cyclical. Say we get hit by that asteroid, 1 in 10 of us get knocked out. What are you going to do to like be as useful as possible and potentially not get killed? Like, what's your plan?
My plan?
Yeah.
So we're talking civilization has collapsed as well.
But pretty much, yeah. You've got 1 in 10 people, so civilization as we know it's gone.
Right. I think. Do we find people?
No, there's people about. Yeah, there's people everywhere.
Okay.
Let's just say that 1 in 10 people everywhere is alive. Just as we stand right now, Thanos click, but 5 times the strength.
I mean, the first thing you would have to do is form a community.
Mm-hmm.
Form some kind of community.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, we're going to go ahead and assume that we're back in Blighty. So, yeah, form some kind of community.
Mm-hmm.
Work out what people can do.
So what would you do though, Matt? What, like, you're in this community.
Yeah.
What's your plan for survival? In this brave new world.
In this scenario, I've basically, well, in this scenario, I'm like, I've put forth this idea in this scenario.
Yeah.
So I'm going, okay, let's get people together. What can you do? I'm like organizing shit.
Okay.
I'd be like, I feel like in a time of crisis, this is me just sort of thinking off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Maybe, and you're always the hero of your own story.
Oh, of course you are.
So in this scenario, I've kept a cool head. And I'm sort of helping, I'm sort of organizing shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I would assist in whatever way I could, potentially. I think I'd be trying to mediate stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like if there were a conflict, I'd be mediating it. I'd be trying to work it out.
Yeah.
Be like the impartial middle person.
Yeah.
Work it like the main thing is like working out what you need. Like, let's say we've got a community of, I don't know. Let's say we've managed to get a community of about 30 people, right? The first thing to work out is what skills do they have, and what do we need? So we'd need builders, we'd need farmers, we'd need people scavenging, we'd need medical people, we'd need people who can potentially make medicines. What else would we need? We'd need scouts of some description. Maybe hunters of some description. Although that would kind of fall under scavengers, I suppose.
Yeah.
When food when food and stuff runs dry, we need to hunt stuff.
Yeah.
And then they would potentially double as defense. Well, this is the main thing, though, is that if you've got a small community, a bigger community can swallow you easily. And desperate times make monsters of people. So that's the main thing.
Yeah.
I would. Let's think. So let's say we've got. Let's hang on. Let's think for a second. Let's say we've got 30 people. We'd need to be somewhere isolated. Let's say we got 30 people. I would go to the nearest large body of water and make for a landmass on it.
Okay.
So, and get folks with me. So that could be the sea and an island. It could be a lake and some kind of island in the middle of it. And we'd set up there.
That's a really good shout, isn't it?
And that's where you'd need the builders to build stuff. And you need loggers. And see, the builders are going to be. We'd probably need a lot of builders. So the builders would be sorting out irrigation. They'd be sorting out shelter. They'd probably be logging because we'd need to cut down some trees, or at least digging. And then farming would be an issue. So there's so much that would go into that, though. There's so much that would go into it. It's like I think I mentioned last time. It's the novel that I've been sort of planning, and I've planned it a little bit more.
Yeah,
planned it a little bit more, like, and that's 60 people.
Okay, well, let's use that as an example then. What would you do on that island? Well, who would you be on that island if you take away the whole slavery bent?
Well, it would be
59 other people are on an island.
Yeah.
Let's say that because that's effectively the end of the world for us, isn't it? In a world where we can't get off it, there's no planes. So let's say we've crash landed, nuclear holocaust, but not a very big one. But there's no way of us getting off because all infrastructure has gone. So we're on an island now, Matt. We're 59 of us on an island. Well, us and 58 others.
Yep.
So you're gonna mediate. That sounds good.
I mean, you've got to take charge immediately. Someone has to. And it's got to be. See, the thing, because here's the thing, though. The main thing that's going to kill people in the immediate aftermath of something like that is suicide.
Yeah.
And you've got to give people, the first thing you've got to do
is give them a reason.
And you've got to do this.
That.
Yeah, very, very quickly. You've got to take charge and give people shit to do.
Yeah.
Give people direction, because otherwise, directionless people. This is why there's a lot of suicide nowadays, man. It's directionless. People don't have the sense of direction that they had before.
And hopelessness, isn't it? You know?
And hopelessness, yeah. So the thing to do, give people some kind of direction. Get jobs sorted immediately.
Yeah.
Get people working on that stuff. Keep people busy. And build. And when
give
you're
everyone
building,
a project, yeah.
Yes. And when you're building stuff, you're seeing the fruits of your labor. You're setting up farmland. You know, you're picking stuff. Like you'd have farmers, you'd have pickers, you'd have doctors, you'd have, if we're on an island, you'd have fishermen. So you'd have to have people building some kind of boat that would fish.
Yep.
You'd be exploring this island.
Yep.
Eventually you would expand, you'd start building a town. People would start having children. you'd start like a proper community on this island. So, and you'd have to just keep giving people jobs, and you'd have to keep. I mean, survival would be the thing that would keep people together for a while at least.
Yeah.
But then once we're stable, we've got a society, and society has its problems.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the situation. So here's the thing, right? In that kind of situation where you've got like 60 people, that's the kind of scenario where like something like socialism or communism would work.
Yeah.
Because
definitely. Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to have a governance. So let's say you've got a representative from each job. That would be your quote unquote council, if you will. Everyone gets a say. Everyone's working for each other. Now, as that community grows, that kind of communist/socialist thing isn't going to work. Because the bigger it gets, the bigger like a community gets,
the harder it is for that to be a successful way of running it, isn't it? Yeah.
The more people are going to want to sort of strive, because here's the thing: like people always want to strive, to be better than their fellows, and when survival is not an issue anymore,
you're going to want the biggest.
When we're beginning to thrive, people are going to want the biggest hut, and resentment will build.
The biggest hut, the biggest boat, the best fishing rod.
Yeah. Resentment builds, and you get a situation like you had in Russia, where the peasant that has a cow gets torn apart by the rest of the peasants, and then they all starve. So you've got to. To be honest, I don't think any kind of system that we have now would potentially work.
No.
It would have to be some kind of amalgamation of all of it. See, I don't know. It's tough.
God, building a society is hard, isn't it? It's a hard thing to do. Bloody hell.
Yes, indeed. Building a society, much less altering it in your own image.
Yeah.
Like it's and it's the thing, like it wouldn't be if I were the leader of this, it wouldn't be built in my image, it would just be built in keeping these 60 people alive.
Yeah.
And then that would grow to 62, 63, 64 as people have babies and the babies start growing. And then we'd have to build another settlement, possibly.
Yeah.
Then we'd have 2 settlements. Then what?
Yeah.
And then maybe we're competing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh wow. And I think at that point, you'd have to kind of try and bring them together.
Yeah.
And it would be I think at that point, if we're going like, oh, they've got that town's doing something better than we are, we should do that. I'd just burst into laughter and be like, it worked.
Yeah.
Like we survived and we built a society.
Yeah.
And we overcame this.
Yeah. That's where sort of like previous knowledge would be so important, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like the idea that let's not fucking go back to our old ways. Remember, we're fucked if we all kill each other.
Yeah. I mean, the world, the ruined world would be a living reminder of that.
Yeah.
Or a dead reminder of that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, true.
And we'll have proved that we came together and built this. And that's the thing. That would be a shared value. Because it would have to be a shared value that we cooperated and we came together and we built this wonder of a society that we built. Even if it's like even if it's like huts and shit in holes in the ground,
Yeah.
that's a wonder considering that it was 60 and that we started with 60 people and we were in big trouble.
Yeah. Hmm.
But there'd be so many, like we'd need doctors. Like if we'd need a doctor or someone with some basic first aid.
Yeah.
Or we'd need someone with some knowledge of science
Mm.
to at least like look at vegetation and that and try and build something or like work out medicine. It'd have to be like home medicine.
Yeah. When I asked you the question about what you do and you went sort of like for the mediation, the first thing I went to was literally like preserving and sharing knowledge, like decent knowledge that we needed, you know, like books, like find loads of fucking books. You know, and we're not just talking 50 Shades of Grey, we're talking like,
I mean, 50 Shades of Grey would be excellent for kindling.
Yeah.
Well, you know, if there are middle-aged women in the
but
in
I'm
the
talking
survival
like
group,
I'm talking non-fiction, you know, like dentistry for dummies, you know, and just trying to amass this small library of Alexandria to really enable this society and this community to thrive. And because at that point, like while we've all got jobs, that's great, we get that shit off the ground, we get everyone away from killing themselves, and we set up. And then I think very quickly we have a lot of time to ourselves, really. If that's sort of starting to tick over, you said we need to give them more jobs. Well then, if we're in that situation, I think we need to start training people, you know, and not even, you don't necessarily need to even force it on people, you know. That would probably be a bad way to get someone to learn this, you bastard. No, fuck off.
Right.
But, you know, starting that process of, right, so here's what we need. Who wants to do that? Go and learn it, and we'll learn together, and we'll start these sort of, you know, mid and high end jobs, you know, these professions and stuff. So I think that would be a big thing on my priority in like that civilization. Just fucking ransack a library. I'll be a scout, but I will be bringing back a shit ton of books and the food and water, but also dentistry for dummies.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good idea.
And I think you need to do that really quick, ideally before a winter. If you're in a winter, you're fucked, or you're in a spot of bother. If you're in spring, you've got 9 months to make doctors if you don't have them.
Yeah, so we need like we'd need books on like field craft, and on farming, and on medicine, and on all sorts of stuff. Historical books would be good. For like recording how, it'd be very specific, but recording how like tribes and that used to sort stuff out, used to have medicines and that. Leeches.
Look into the history to see how they survived. Without their paracetamols and aspirin. I mean, obviously, a lot of them didn't, because mortality rates were much higher back then. Just learning how to minimise that, isn't it?
Yes.
But then we don't need to learn how to. We don't need to discover penicillin. We just need to know how to make it. At that point, don't we?
Yeah. Well, mouldy bread.
Yeah. We just.
Although I don't know how we'd get from mouldy bread to penicillin.
Yeah.
But I mean, there'd be some way.
Yeah, but at least there's not that discovery phase. We just need to get a book on it.
Yeah.
You know. It's just keeping those advances that we've come to know and love alive at that point, isn't it?
Mhm.
And remembered. Because otherwise, then you do really need to discover it again, and then we just need loads and loads of scientists, and it takes. Well, I don't know how long we last at that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, so get busy, get books, be nice to each other.
That's so much more hopeful.
Yeah, and really, I think a good piece of advice for life: get busy,
absolutely.
get useful, be nice to each other.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Yes.
Shall we finish it on that? I won't even be
Let's
morbid at
finish it
the
on
end of
that.
it. I'm gonna finish it before I say anything else. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
If you
You know what?
go
If
on.
your door, if in The Sims, if your doors get taken away, you can
Yeah.
build your own doors.
Yeah,
If your
Build-
toilet gets taken away, you can dig your own toilet in the
Yeah.
garden.
you don't have to cry in your own piss. You can be who you want to be, Sim man or Sim lady.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'm not even going to be morbid on this one, man.
The end of the world isn't necessarily the end of the world.
Yeah. Be amazing, everyone.
Yeah. Much love.
See you later. Bye.
Boy.